Hey guys, what is going on? What we're going to be covering here is common stressors placed on the body and also how we can help decrease that stress. I know right now we are under a lot of stress. Say stress one more time. That we're under a lot of stress right now with the coronavirus going on and how stress can in fact decrease our immunity, and we need our immune health strong right now and always across the year. And that's why we always talk about health year round, but right now we really want to focus on what we can do today or tonight perhaps to help our immune system and to help decrease the stress placed on our body. Please though, when you're watching this video, give this a like, comment any questions, concerns, or input that you have. That would be totally helpful and so great, so I know that this stuff is helping you guys and it does help, get the word out as well. So thank you guys so much for doing that. And again, let me know if you have any questions. So here we go. Stress in general can break down the immune system, okay? And there's different stressors that are placed on our body. So it's like an integrative approach for stressors all over, from our behaviors to things we eat to things we do, can place stress on the body. And it's our job to help our body get out of that stress so our body can thrive and survive in times like this and just across the board as we age, right? I want to be healthy as I get older. I don't want to feel low energy or feel like I can't move because I ache or get sick all the time. I want to help my body out as best as possible, and that's what we're going to cover. One thing that can help us right now, today. Okay, so let's get into it. So our immune system in general is our body's defense system. I think you guys are pretty aware that our immune system is our body's defense system to defend off viral infections, bacterial infections, cold, flu, even allergies. Like, our immune system is our right-hand man or woman to help ourselves feel good and healthy and be healthy. So that is huge. We need to focus on this, okay? So with this, we're going to talk about sleep today, because I do think in this world of being on the go, 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 we forget how important sleep is, and maybe we don't realize how important sleep is. So two things I want to go over though here real quick are two systems. We have a fight or flight system, which is our sympathetic nervous system. What this does is when we are under stress, our sympathetic nervous system is stimulated. Our digestion decreases because our body doesn't need that when we're trying to fight or we're trying to flight. It's not worrying about pooping or peeing. And then also our immune system is kind of going to be decreased during this time because, again, our body doesn't really need it. It's just worried about in the now, what's going on now. Now, what happens is we do remain in that fight or flight state. What we need to do is get it in the flip side of the rest and digest state before bed, which is our parasympathetic nervous system. And it is what it is. Rest, digest, relax, repair, recover. Those are all the things that we want to do when we're getting good quality sleep for an adequate amount of time. 7 to 10, 9 hours of sleep. And I say it like that because I don't know who gets 9 to 10 hours of sleep, right? I don't. So I try to shoot for 7 to 8 hours. But I digress. So those are two things that I want you guys to be aware of, are those two different states, and those are real. These things are real. So the thing with sleep in general is there's a lot of things that can help as far as our hormones, from our insulin to our glucose levels to our hunger. All of these things can be affected by how well we're getting sleep, or how well we're sleeping and how much sleep we are getting. And that's what I want to go over. So sleep benefits of good quality sleep has been shown to help diabetes, heart disease, insulin levels, autoimmunity, and hormones, which I kind of mentioned earlier. Okay, so one big thing that I know we talk about a lot is tissue and muscle repair during sleep. That's something that when you are getting adequate sleep, tissue and muscle repair does happen when we're sleeping. So repairing the muscles, building the muscles, those are all very important to occur when we're trying to encounter fat loss, building muscle, and even health in general. But that is one thing that happens during sleep. Now, when we're not getting good, adequate sleep, endocrine and metabolic alterations can happen. So studies have shown things like glucose, which can affect insulin, so decreased insulin sensitivity. This is where the diabetes kind of comes into play. Even things like PCOS come into play. And then one thing I want to talk about here is cortisol, which is our stress hormone. So we're going back to that sympathetic state of fight or flight. The cortisol hormone is a stress hormone. It is not bad. In fact, in the morning, cortisol is risen. It then should dwindle down as we get closer to bedtime. Once this cortisol hormone dwindles down, then what happens is our melatonin hormone stimulates, and that's what makes us sleepy. So we have our sleep-wake cycle, okay? What happens is when we're under stress for long periods of time, this is like a vicious cycle, okay? Our cortisol hormone does not decrease. Things then that can occur is that we're no longer feeling sleepy before bed. Maybe we wake up periodically when we are asleep at night. And then also we may get cravings before bed. And that's because now our ghrelin hormone is stimulated, which is our hunger hormone. So when we're under this state, when we're under this chronic stress, we're creating this cycle to where now we cannot get to sleep. And it's literally because of these hormones, how they've been stimulated over and over and over again. So we have to flip the switch and get it going the other way, where our cortisol hormone is decreasing, our melatonin hormone is rising, our ghrelin hormone is decreasing, so we don't get those cravings, and we can help ourselves get off that vicious cycle, help our insulin levels, help our muscle and tissue repair, help us feel less stressed when we wake up, because we're getting that good quality sleep, okay? So that is the goal that we want to help our body do. Now, more production of cortisol can decrease insulin sensitivity and increase blood glucose. Insulin sensitivity refers to how sensitive the body is to insulin, okay? High insulin sensitivity allows the body to use the glucose which is in the blood, which then lowers our blood sugar. So that's good. So when we're insulin resistant, that's not good. Okay, so this is where sleep can come into play and actually help our body in this realm with insulin. Now, of course, it's not an overnight fix. It's going to take time and it's going to take an integrative approach, but that's just something cool that maybe you guys didn't realize that you're helping your body with when you get good quality sleep. Okay, so what can we do to get good quality sleep and to help ourselves? Well, we're just going to talk about the sleep around what we can do around the time of bedtime. I'm not going to go across the whole entire day, but leading up to sleep, we really need to, like an hour or so up to sleep, need to really focus on relaxing and not doing anything triggering to agitate us or to get us hyped up. Derrick and I will not watch like exciting TV shows that get us amped up or get us really stimulated. We watch kind of things that are going to, like Planet Earth and PBS, that are going to make us very relaxed and get ready for bed. Another thing is we want to decrease the room temperature. Cool down the room temperature is going to help stimulate melatonin. And then also we need a dark space. We need really dark room to help, again, naturally stimulate that melatonin and help decrease that cortisol hormone. Okay, so what I like to recommend too is you can, if you have some kind of cravings before bed, I like to get in protein. Protein is going to be great for muscle repair and tissue repair. It's not going to spike up your blood glucose. It's going to keep your glucose in general. It's going to keep everything nice and level and steady. It's very satiating macronutrient. So protein before bed. Try to stay away from sugary things before bed, just to get that good quality sleep. That's going to help stimulate the growth hormone. That's going to help repair, you know, those muscles and tissues as well. Now, one thing that Derrick and I like to take is, right now we're on our night tea kick. This is a supplementation. So this is night tea. This is actually on the nightstand right now. We have a new bottle in our cabinet. This is going to help get that good quality sleep. The night tea in particular is going to help with recovery. So if you're really big into working out, this is going to help with muscle recovery, and also is going to have things to help lower anxiety, and get in that deep sleep state for our body. So if we're getting 7 hours of sleep, we wake up, we feel like we freaking got 10 hours of sleep because we got some deep, good sleep going on. Some things that are in night tea that you can just look for in general is a ZMA blend. So zinc, magnesium, B6. It's going to be huge to help with muscle recovery and repair, which is, like I said, that's what night tea is designed for. And also it's huge on immunity. GABA is in night tea, and then also the next thing I'm going to talk about, that helps with mood, PMS, relieving pain, helps with muscle growth, and also things like ADHD. Okay, on the flip side, I like to take Core 21, but I'm taking night tea right now. Core 21 is going to be something, if you listen to the word Core 21, it's going to help with cortisol, which cortisol is, again, our stress hormone. So if you're someone that's having big time trouble falling asleep, this is going to have herbs, minerals, vitamins in there to help our body address that root cause, and then also help with falling asleep. So again, another cool thing with Core 21 is going to have digestive enzymes. So that's something where if you're having gut issues, which is huge for immunity and relieving stress, you're going to wake up with a little bit of a flatter belly because it's going to help that body digest that food and break it down. If you are under stress, like I said at the beginning, your digestive system is, the function is decreased because you're under that stress. And when we're under stress, our body's not worried about digesting things. It's just hanging on to things and really just trying to survive. So that's why the digestive enzymes are in Core 21. Then you got that GABA, like I talked about earlier, and then the 5-HTP is in there, which is going to help the body produce serotonin. And serotonin is a huge neurotransmitter that plays a role in mood and our sleep-wake cycle. So you will notice that in 5-HTP is in Core 21 and actually in night tea. So night tea is going to be big for muscle recovery. Core 21 is more for that stress hormone, but they're both going to help with that good quality sleep. Those are two things we like to take. But don't forget, things leading up to sleep are going to be hugely important as well, and the amount of time that you allow yourself to sleep. Again, 7 to 9 hours of sleep, I would shoot for. Start with 7, start with adding 20 more minutes of sleep onto your night, and get into that sleep routine that I just talked about. Now, as trivial as sleep may seem and how boring sleep is, I tell you what, you can get more sleep and you're going to start to feel better. You're going to look at yourself, you're going to be like, I look a lot better. You're just going to be a lot more alert. And not only that, you are helping your insides. You're helping your immune system, which is what we want to help defend against all this crud that's out there. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions, put it in the comments, give this a like, and I will put everything that I talked about and all the tips in description so you can click on those, check them out, and ask me any questions for me to help you out further. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Love you so much. We'll talk to you later.